In this video, Mark describes his journey with an eye condition called uveitis. Uveitis is inflammation of the eye. It can occur in one eye or both eyes and affects the layer of the eye called the uvea. It also can be associated with inflammation of other parts of the eye and last for a short or a long time. Uveitis can be serious and lead to permanent vision loss.
It was the Saturday before July the 4th. It was a bright sunshiny day, and I was outside, and I told a friend of mine that was with me, I said, the sunlight seems to be hurting my eyes more than it has ever, to the point where I couldn't stand it. I had to go try to find some sunglasses to kind of tone it down a little bit. That was the first symptom. And then the next day my eye turned real bloodshot, red looking, and started draining a little bit. And the day after that, it's got to where I was beginning not to be able to see. And it looked like it had a cloud. And by Wednesday, it was total white. All I saw was total white cloud in my right eye. Could not see out of it at all. And that is when I decided I better go do something about it. But my 6-year-old grandson is my life. I thought, I might not get to see him grow up. This is him. And I wanted to see this little boy grow up and do the normal things that grandparents get to do with their grandchildren. The exam, when she first completed it, well, the first thing she did, she told me what the pressure was, which she told me it was 43, and I thought that was a good reading. So I said, so that's good, right? And she goes, no, it's not. She did not talk about inflammation at that time. She did say that there was little tiny blisters growing inside my eye. It was a couple days later when she specified that it was uveitis, and that she was going to send me to a retina surgeon named Dr. Brian Pugh. He's the one that told me that it was starting back toward the middle of my eye and spreading forward. And that's when he identified panuveitis. And he said it's the worst possible case of uveitis you can have. But it had gotten to the point where I could not drive, especially at night, and I work at night. And so I was off work 6 weeks. If all the lights in my home were on, I might could find my way around. Other than that, I had to put my hand on the wall to walk down the hall and so forth. I could see it a little bit with my left eye, but I still was scared I was going to run into something if I didn't have my hand in front of me. There was a point where I thought I was going to go totally blind. I thought it was going to spread to my left eye, and I was going to totally lose my vision. And it really affected me emotionally, because I've got a 6-year-old grandson that I want to see do things. And just yesterday, for example, he came up to me and showed me his homework that he had completed. I wouldn't have been able to enjoy that had I not done something about my vision. And it was very crucial that I did that as quick as I did. The prognosis is doing well. At this time, they've taken me off of the prednisone oral medication. I had to get weaned off of it. And the prednisolone eye drops, I used to have to take those initially once an hour. Then it got to the point where it's once every 2 hours, then every 4 hours. And I'm at the point now where it's one a day. I take 1 drop of prednisolone a day. And as of now, I can see it seems like almost as good before all this ever started. You don't seem to really treasure the things you have until it's a threat you may lose it. I just treasure my vision now a whole lot more than I did. The goodness of the Lord and them doctors helping me with my vision. I can see